The start of the round, but it just got caught.
One single bite. That's
oh, there was the like this kid is beaten down. Stop the.
This Uzbekistani beast is the new hottest thing in boxing.
And he's finding the range. The first couple of rounds.
And for a good reason.
He's absolutely quality.
And then he's coming back just as Iwasa looked like he was on the back foot.
Uzbekistan's Murodjon is the future of the 126 pounds division. But he will now need to take on the boogeyman and reigning king Naoya Inoue. This is Boxing Guts. Let me tell you the story.
Inoue, you ready? Let's go, champ. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go, Inoue.
The Japanese Naoya Inoue has destroyed every fighter in his path, knocking out champions to become the pound-for-pound best. The 31-year-old Naoya will now be facing an opponent that matches his style, ferocity, and hunger in the ring. Well, Murodjon Akhmadaliev knows a thing or two about fighting Japanese legends. In April 2021, fighting in his home country of Uzbekistan, MJ fought as a champion the first time, and clashing against mandatory challenger Ryosuke Iwasa, MJ was going against another champion in the prime of his powers. That night, he had a taste of Japanese boxing and gave the Uzbekistan audience the bloodbath they came for. Wasting no time, he went for the knockout. And Murodjon exchanged comfortably in the pocket.
Good stuff in the net.
He proved to not be scared of the fire.
Good right hand work, lead hand.
Discouraged the forward progress of.
But the veteran Ryosuke Iwasa was no slouch.
Akhmadaliev.
And he posed to be a true challenge.
Good opponent.
Yeah,
good fighters
really
at this level. And
well, only for a short while.
Attacks behind the
good
jabs,
shot.
set up.
He landed it there. It was a good shot.
Look for
There
it
you
again.
go again. That was a nice shot again, and a little right uppercut inside from him.
In round 5, MJ peppered him with stinging punches, making the Japanese shiver in his timbers.
He threw 2 jabs to the body. He got a reaction.
An incredible succession of 1-2s drained Ryosuke's health bar completely.
Looked like he was on the back foot.
It's
Here
over.
he goes, and he
Oh,
stopped.
champion and is challenging for another.
The win solidified Akhmadaliev's position as one of the top fighters in the super bantamweight division, and the win left Japan in tears. In June 2022, MJ defended his title against the American Ronnie Rios. The American on a 4-fight win streak was touted by all to give the Uzbek problems. Well, he did. But MJ showed he can beat a legitimate contender even with one hand.
To the body and another combination that rocked De La Hoya. Another left hand by Rios and another one. And another good left.
Murodjon's jabs landed like heavy right hands. But Rios wasn't a walk in the park and wanted a war.
Left hook.
And that's going to be a punch that can land often.
45% of his punches landed at the bottom.
He's pushing the pace now.
But MJ was comfortable in the fire and replied with his own shots.
3 rounds to none in favor of.
Like the American had unleashed a monster, MJ increased the tempo with predatory fury.
He is hurt, and Akhmadaliev with a clubbing right hand. It is code red time for Ronnie Rios.
His big right hands missed Rios's gray matter by inches.
Stop was on his feet. They have a great memory, Tom. They don't forget.
In round 4, Akhmadaliev put everything into his punches, making him off balance, and Rios saw his opportunity to land.
Coming forward.
Injuring his left hand in the exchange, Murodjon had no choice but to continue the fight with his left arm. Creating angles, he was still twice the fighter.
I like it.
Oh, that one got him real good.
His right hooks became his chirodonite weapon, and he cracked the American at will. In round 10, Rios stunned MJ, and it looked like the Uzbek was set to lose his belts.
Shot by Rios right there on the inside.
No surprise there.
But what happened next was insane.
Murodjon Akhmadaliev has been fit.
Proving to be a warrior, he stood in the fire, and only one man was coming out alive.
And how
Oh, he got him with a body shot. A big body shot. Rios crouching over.
Pulverizing Rios, the referee came to save the American from lasting damage.
Another knee at this point if you're going to continue.
I would stop the fight.
In his latest fight, Ricardo Espinoza was the unlucky fighter standing across from MJ in the interim WBA Super Bantamweight title contest. He pelted his rival with the kryptonite weapon.
Simultaneously there, strong shots, but they were successful.
MJ set traps and crushed his rival with brutal return shots.
Because that right hand is a lot further away than the left hand.
In the third round, MJ decided to close the show. A big left hook made his opponent regret his decision to step in the ring with Murodjon. Then he sent him back, crashing once more.
Brilliant punch picker.
Getting a third chance to send Espinoza to the Shadow Realm, MJ obliged.
Not one backward step from Espinoza. Typical Mexican reaction to getting put down. He's swinging.
The final shot was an invincible punch.
Completing the hat-trick here, but still flailing.
In December 2023, showcasing his ability to overcome true adversity, Murodjon was booked in a title eliminator against Mexican brawler Kevin Gonzalez. That night, MJ found himself on the brink of disaster. The finishing shot was out of a Creed movie. In his second pro fight, releasing wild but precise shots, he showed a bit of his viciousness against Carlos Suarez. Cornering his rival, MJ released long bombs.
He doesn't want to put him in. He wants to get rid of Suarez. And then he'll come with...
Too, you can hear the way his punches.
And every punch, though powerful, was the Brown with intent. And left hooks being the weapon of choice, MJ landed the first knockdown. Following the hit and don't hit doctrine, he landed heavy damage without taking anything in return.
Defense is in the back of his mind.
His shots sounding like gunshots.
Very similar to Lomachenko.
He turned his enemies' ribs to dusts with body shots. And the killer left hook sent Suarez crashing once more. And every of his shot was bringing his rival closer to the Shadow Realm. By round 5, his opponent was mopping the canvas, and MJ showed no mercy.
He's constantly stuck in a corner.
The finishing sequence was an act of mercy than anything else. In 2018, when Murodjon made his pro debut, he showcased to the world that he is the name that should be mentioned among the best prospects in the sport. From the start, hooks pulverized his opponent. Following his opponent's every step, he pressured relentlessly. Within minutes, MJ released combinations to the body, and a left hook sipping in crumbled his opponent. MJ had taken 0 damage in that beatdown. Trained by Joel Diaz, Murodjon has talents in spades. He is great at creating angles to find a home for his knockout punches, much like Vasyl Lomachenko. But to top it all, he is highly defensively responsible. By winning the interim WBA Super Bantamweight title, undisputed Super Bantamweight champion Naoya Inoue and Murodjon Akhmadaliev are expected to fight on September 14th in Tokyo, Japan, a significant matchup within the Super Bantamweight division. How do you think this fight will play out? Let us know in the comments.